Oh, there we go. Gotta unmute yourself and you're all good.
Yeah.
There we
There we go.
go. Oh, I heard something.
Ooh. Do you hear me?
Yes. All right, let me just.
What is happening?
It all robotic?
No, you sound awesome. This is awesome.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see the screen? Looks okay.
Yeah, I see your screen. It's good. Yeah, we have the technology.
Have the technology. Let me pull this guy up real quick. Got it right. Okay. So, Tommy B, how you doing? First time talking to
Good.
you.
Yeah. This is sick.
um, so what rank are you currently
I am
in
let me
2v2s?
just look here. I think I'm plat one div three
Plat
right now.
1. Okay,
Yeah, plat one
nice.
div three, and then like goes up and down, but yeah.
Oh,
I haven't dropped down in gold in a
yeah,
while, so I think I'm just solid plat now.
yeah. I mean, you definitely look like a plat player, but we got a lot of stuff to work with.
Yeah. Oh, plat
uh,
2 div 1, I'm looking at. Yeah, let's do it.
is
Rock
this
of God.
so? Do you say the guy you played with in this? Do you say he was Diamond 1, or was that different? Is that somebody different?
Oh, yeah. No, that's my buddy. Yeah, my buddy, Emperor McDan. He, uh, he and I have been playing Rocket League since the beginning, and he's moved up past me into Diamond. So now I have to struggle to stay up with, keep up with him during games.
Gotcha.
He doesn't let me live it down, so I gotta catch up somehow.
All right. All right. Well, we'll definitely get this figured out. So we're gonna go through the replay. I made a training pack for you. That'll go over some of the
Sweet.
mechanical issues that you have in the game. That
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
not like crazy stuff, but you know, just the more simple stuff that you should be able to hit, or at least practice in a week. You should start getting more consistent with it. And then also there's the decision making issues. Um,
Yes.
So pretty much what I would
Oh,
say about the training regimen right now, because you're in plat and your rank doesn't really matter when you're down there. No offense. Like it's more
right.
if you want to improve the fastest would be training the mechanics outside of the ranked, and then using like the ranked gameplay to work on your decision making skills. Um,
Yeah. Yeah,
if
I
you
got you.
most obviously you go to have fun, but if you were like I'm gonna go pro, that would be the most optimal way to do it.
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
so just keep that in mind when you're doing it, that like you really, when you're playing these games, you really want to focus on your decision making and less on the skills. When you whiff something, it's gonna happen, you're plat. Yeah, but go for
Yeah.
it. um
Yeah.
so So let's get right into this. Let me know if the quality's good, because I'm streaming and recording. I'm not sure this is all going to be good. Um, this is all fine here. Nice blow up. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. We got a nice little. This okay. So this is like the, Let me play. Let me let this play out, and then I'll go through what the issue with this one little turn is. Um, right there. that's that's pretty much that's gonna happen no matter what, because right here you missed the ball. What you want to
Yeah.
do is you want to rotate out to the left, get out of the way, so your teammate, and you want to rotate back to post. I mean, if I had the replay file, I'd pull this up and tell you to go back, but pretty much even here,
Yes.
you want to cut across here. You want to make a right almost I'd rather you hit him over here than over here.
Okay. Yeah.
um,
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, turn off ball cam, get out of there, because you could also hear him that he's right there. Maybe maybe not when you're playing, but he's he would have a better angle on this. It's kind of his turn, so you would definitely want to rotate out of there because of that one mishap right there. So you never
Right.
want to. What I see a lot, by actually both of you, is you're going to be rotating behind the ball. And this is this is not exactly behind the ball, but it's you're kind of in the way here. Like
Yeah.
this direction. You know, if you were his teammate, great positioning. But yeah, so you want to cut back and defend that net. And that results in that little bump right there. But good save there. So no one's defending the net, and I know Emperor Amazing probably should have.
Yeah.
Oh, he called it.
Oh, no, we just go.
Oh.
We're just competing with each other too at the same time.
Yeah. So
Yeah. We're really competitive with each other. So
so right here,
playfulness happening. But yes, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so right here, you want to angle back here and protect the net. Let him do his thing, even though he's backward. So in 2v2, if this was 3v3s, it'd be a little bit different. In 2v2s, you have to. It's more like a 1v1 and then a 1v1. Passing is really even not the best idea. It's only when you get the opportunity to pass that you think about passing. But right here, you want him to disrupt, so then he makes an easy hit for you, like easy cleanup hit, and so you can control the ball. But right here, now you guys are in it together, and you both went for it. When you whoops, the problem here is that he can't really see you, and you got to kind of play a little bit smarter than him, just because he doesn't have the information you have, so you got to assume. You got to kind of put yourself into his car. Be like, all right, he can't see me right now. He's looking at that ball, or he's looking this way, which no, he's not because he's going backwards. But you got to be like, okay, I gotta make a better decision here. So one that would save the ball, but it doesn't. We could see by the bottom that it doesn't result in a goal because they stink.
Yes.
And that puts like. This right here, like this is, see, with that whole ball there, if you actually approached that second, you would have been able to clean that up real nice from where I see this ball is bouncing now, because he has got all the time in the world. And he's like, okay, you're going to push. I'm going to pop that over you. That guy stinks. That should have been a goal. But this right here, this is actually the one time in the whole time that you would do the right thing on the defense. And I want to point this out because this patience right here is exactly what you're supposed to do. He's in there. He's trying to make it so you can get a nice hit here. And then you wait till, he has a clear hit. Then you come out. And that's okay. That's an okay challenge there. Not my favorite, but it's not. I'm not hating on it that much. This right here, a little miss there.
Yeah.
But I would say just because of this, let him rock this. Let him rock this. Maybe he wants to get this boost. I wish I could see, but I keep double clicking it. But what I would say is someone's got to protect the net just in case. Like, because that guy, let's slow this down a little bit. You could see this guy on the wall here. This guy's right there. So this ball comes up here. Let's see if we can do this. So this ball's going to, look at that. This ball's going to come up here. You're pushing here. This guy somewhere over here, you don't know if he's going to come over and attack this up top. From what information we have here. We don't know what's going to happen. So what I would say is if you need this boost, I'm okay with it. You want to cut across here, come back around, let your teammate go up, and then that same thing you did on that last possession, defensive position, is kind of support him until you see him break away. And then you guys push up together.
Right, I gotcha.
Because I don't think it. Oh, let me get rid of this. Where is a clear screen? There we go. Can you see that drawing stuff?
Yeah, it's gone now. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Which you should have been able to hit that, but that's okay. Mechanical things. That one's actually it's a hard hit, believe it or not. This is okay. Nothing too bad here. Like you're gonna make whiffs. That whiff though. If your homie
Going
wasn't
the other
there,
way.
you were
Yeah,
gonna
going the other
put
way.
that
Yeah,
right in.
yeah.
So the first shot of the trading pack is the one that I make you is this shot. Which the reason why these are so hard, especially at, is you kind of lose track of the your car and you don't double jump either. Or maybe you do. Do you double jump? I can't actually tell. Do you normally double jump or no?
Depends on the speed of the ball. That I would have double jumped because there's no little boost trail with the ball,
Right.
so I probably would have had more time.
Yeah, that was just that's a mechanical thing that you should be able to hit. That's why I'm bringing it up. And hopefully with the training pack you'll be able to hit
Yeah.
that more
Oh,
consistently.
that's good because yeah, it's when the ball is like over me. I'm like,
Yes, that's
I don't
I
understand
remember that
how
used to be so
when
hard.
you're airling, you're like swinging around and you get to hit the ball and you're like, I
Yeah.
have no idea how you're managing to do that.
Yeah. Because you don't really know, it distorts because that's also the ball cam when it like swings around. That's that whole issue with that.
Oh, I see. So you can take that up.
Wait, okay, so let me go back to here. Let me go back to here. Because this is, thank goodness your boy's there.
Yeah.
Um,
Playing about he's probably carried me this far.
what?
I complain about Dan, but he's carried me this far.
Yeah. So that's pretty much two goals that the other team should have had. Which you guys, he saved you, so not should have had, but at least one, they would be one up if they didn't stink. But that one was, if your boy was there, that would have been a tough one. But that's an easy save. Once you, it's not a hard thing to learn. It's just a matter of practice. So pretty much you guys get back here. You kind of, I'm okay with that push there. You know, learning to drive on the wall. That's just going to come with time. That right there, this is another one of those let's push kind of thing. Your boy. He's got this nice open, beautiful. If he hits this guy's here, the other guy's over there, somewhere over there. This ball's going right in if he can hit it, and he has time too. So, you going for this is not really the best you could do here. Is you push it up here, that it bounces off, and then this guy has plenty of time to get back to the net, and defend it. So here, this is like, I would wait a little bit, just be a more supportive role. And that's the one of the issues with twos is it takes a lot of patience. To let there could be a whole minute and a half you don't touch the ball, and your guys, your teammates is just flying around and ball chasing and stuff. But that's kind of what you need. You wait for a clean hit, and then all of a sudden, ball's in front of the net, you get a free goal. But that's kind of this is another one of these double commits that oh, whoops, open dots. This back to this. Okay. And then so that's now we got all this confusion. I think it all kind of stems from the because he started pushing up, so he's here. He can't really turn around. He sees an opportunity. You're going for this boost. And then you back around, and now it's mayhem. You bump into him. I think that all kind of stemmed from that first decision to jump in front of him. Which, that's why we're here. We're here to see these decisions that you could make. Your buddy's gonna make a ton of mistakes too because he's dumb. He's Diamond 1. He's not a pro. Even.
Oh yeah, I know, sure.
But see those double commits. But this, I'm actually okay with him jumping for this. He's trying to block the angle, and I'm okay with you jumping for this because the worst case scenario, they don't really have a shot if you guys both 50-50 this. There's enough time where you can both come down, so I'm actually okay with you guys both jumping for this ball. There it is again. It's and this one results in a goal.
Yeah. Now it's ready to collapse on this.
Yeah. So eventually, after what was it, 3 times that happened, one of them's gonna go in.
Yeah, yeah.
And also, but this is a savable shot, and this is going to be in the training pack as well. This shot here, which is all
Yes, these
just
ones are so hard.
just getting under it, give it a little tap, pop it over the top.
I know, right? I
It's
know. Yeah, I
yeah,
get
it's
it.
a tough one, and I don't think a
That
lot of training
Kevpert
packs
one.
have it, but
No, it's just Kevpert. There's a lot of them.
he has it. He has that.
There's a few of those. I have this defensive thing from Kevpert, yeah,
Oh,
and
he's the
it
best,
has one of those.
honestly.
Yeah, it's so hard though.
It's
That
so
shot,
hard.
like I can't even make the shot in the pack because it's
True.
exactly like that. You're chasing the ball from backfield all
Yes,
the way.
and you just double jump underneath the ball, pop it over the top of the backboard. But I'll go through that of how to perform it when we
Yeah.
go through the training pack. But definitely
Okay.
savable. But when you do save those, the problem is it's tough. You're in a tough spot. Because it's tough to get a really good clear on there or put it to the corner or something like that. It's kind of like a last ditch effort. But okay, one goal. Not too bad.
Yes, I got you. I just muting a little Grace.
Oh,
Hanging out, watching Paw Patrol.
what was that?
I said I just might be muted because I got Grace here. Just playing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. Um, and that this shit right here. This is obviously why I don't know if you know that, but when your other teammate's up and you push it off the backboard, it's gonna be a goal. um, but this actually does happen a few times. This shot right here, I got it in the training pack. Because this is a very common thing, and what you could do if you hit it, if instead of hitting it off of here and you hit it into here, you would get control of the ball, and it might be a better pass for him because if you hit it, this ball is going to be right here. You push it off of here. This is going to bounce more towards the net and less, back towards you. So if he comes across here, the ball's moving that way and he's moving that way. You might have a better shot. But this is it's really aiming just for this corner because if you hit over here, this is also going right to this guy and he's going to launch it this way. So it's really just this little spot here where the ball will bounce this way, or really you want to roll this up the wall and then try to get a nice try to get the ball, a 50-50 with this where the ball comes out and your teammate can clean up. That's ideally what would happen. But you hit it, you launched it off the wall. Even a soft tap. Even a soft tap would be okay. But you just pelted that thing. But that's one thing you gotta, should I hit this ball as hard as I can?
Yes.
I know you want to. I do see it a lot. It's always, hey, let me hit this thing as hard as I want. But really, in front of their net, you want soft hits because you want it to stay in front of their net as long as possible. You don't want it to come if you're going for like the 50-50 route where unless you were passing it directly to him. But like I said, passes in 2v2s, it's not a great idea for the most part. So really you want to hit that soft. Hit that with your wheels, you'd be in much better shape. And I don't know if anybody's ever said that before.
I may have learned that. Yes.
But one thing I also see is that your kickoffs. One thing you should start consider learning, and I'll show you a little training regimen for this is you flip kickoff. To help.
Flip in the kickoff. Yeah.
Flip in the kickoff. So it's pretty much so when you don't have zero boost when you get to this, when you get here. So now you could a little boost and a flip. You'll have a lot more momentum getting out of the kickoff and rotating back. But it's pretty easy to learn. You just go into free play, but I'll go over that later. But not a huge problem not doing it.
Right.
And that's so this is another one that's different when you're approaching this. You're approaching this hot instead of waiting, like you did that one time. You're coming in here hot, and the ball's launching right over you. This is that patience I was talking about. Where if you stopped here, you wait for your boy to do something, get a nice 50-50, but protect the net. I don't think maybe that's the reason it results in a goal. I'm not sure. Good speedy recovery though. I will give you that. Speedy recovery.
Not enough though. The next 2 seconds.
And
I mean, what? Yeah. He's blowed up. You do.
what was that? You're a little robot-y. So I might not understand you completely.
He pulls up. He gets demoed. Dan gets demoed.
Yes, he gets demoed, and you can't see the ball. It's
charge it.
But this right here, what I would say is, it's tough because you can't really see, but he actually hits the ball, and it gives it a little. If this was going the normal speed it was, you'd be able to get there first.
Right.
But he actually hits it, and it goes towards him a little more. You see how it's booking now. That's why he's able to get it to it first. But to be fair, it's a tough save. At the higher ranks, he'll be able to save that. So, is it all your fault? I don't know, but it's better to play safe.
I think this is the point where we turn it around.
Yes, the turnaround. I'm ready for these turnaround because some of these angles that you get on these shots don't make sense.
Sometimes it just clicks, and then but there'll be days where I'm like, why wasn't it working? Like, why isn't my brain making the car good?
Yeah.
And it's like, wow.
I will say one thing for Platinum 1, your recoveries are phenomenal. Like you're air rolling and getting your wheels on the ground consistently. I wanna give you that because I've seen it a lot. Your recovery, because a bunch of my boys when they were Plat, they were landing on the roofs of their car every time.
Yeah.
So I wanna give you some credit on that. You're always landing on your wheels. Well, not always. They were like twice, maybe, but
yeah.
So this one tough. Could be able to hit that. This is a little risky. They don't push, but that's fine. That guy's going for a walk. This guy's going for a walk, and then somehow, look that angle.
Right? Then it just goes in.
That goes in. Well, pretty much what happens here, this guy's out of position, and he's way too far away from this wall. He's like, the ball needs to go that way, and he's out here. He just went for a walk, and ball's wide open, and you got that miraculous angle. The other angle's crazy. The next one. But I mean, this is exactly what you want to do. That's a good challenge, and he wasn't there. You want to. And another no flip. This is fine, no problem. This is fine here. I like this challenge. What I do say is, your boy, tell him to get. He's got to get out of there. But I would say he's not going out. He really should be rotating back here. This is all you.
Yeah.
But it looks like you call him off or something because you get a nice shot there. That guy, the guy was slow to the ball. But that was a good shot and good pass as well. I swear to God, you get all the kickoffs in this whole game.
It's funny. See, that one could have done something.
That wall?
Air dribbles.
Yeah,
that wall could have been an air dribble, I think.
So this one, let me see if slowing this down helps at all. Let's try this. So the problem is you jump before you hit the wall, but the ball's already too far up the wall for you to really go for an air dribble here. And
okay.
Because this is the way this ball is bouncing, you don't know if it's going to go straight up or off. Luckily, it goes straight up. But even here, you'd have to slow down and wait for that ball to roll up to really get an air dribble. From here, not really air dribbleable, but maybe you could jump off and like guide it to the floor. Maybe that would be something you'd be able to do. Maybe roll with it. It's not really air dribbleable. I mean, I wouldn't go for it. Maybe some legend could do it, but I definitely can't. Because it's too low. If it was higher, because the air dribble is really just the ball falling. I mean, for us plebs, not like Gainer or the legends up at the top. It's just guiding it down.
Yeah.
That's all the air dribbling is. So that's pretty much the most you could do would be able to guide it a little bit, but this is all okay. I'm actually happy you go for this. I know you missed. It's a tough shot. This is a tough shot, but you got to go for these. Don't play it safe. You definitely. Wait, I go way too far. But this is also in the pack. This one makes it. Tough shot. It's not an easy shot.
No, because the backboard saves. Those are the ones that I was trying to do that where you kind of like you almost like land on it like a frog and it pops it away.
Right.
Some speed and then.
Yeah, you could go for the pinch. This one actually you could hit before it hits the wall, and I would suggest doing that. But you'd have to jump right here. You see this up, you jump, or even here you could jump. But the later you go, the more you have to do a fast aerial. But you could if you started, if you started like right here, you could single jump aerial this, and I'll show you the different variations later. But you could definitely you want to hit this ball before it hits the wall, because once it hits the wall, so the weird thing about the walls in Rocket League is that I think they lose like 60% of the power after it hits the wall, so that's what makes it so hard to judge, because it's not like it hits the wall, it gets equal force off the wall. It actually loses some of its speed when it hits the wall. So that's what makes wall. Even the pros, they wait. They kind of wait. They float. What they do is they get up fast and then they wait, and then they hit the ball. They'll float in the air. So that's kind of what you want to go for. Is you want to get up there and just get close to it. Just because it converges at a point. But I'll show you. But I'm glad you went for it, because it's just practice, and you just got one. You got a little bit of practice by going for that. This is okay here. Oh, this guy stinks. Like that angle. What kind of angle is that? Like, how'd you get that over there? I'm amazed.
That's a good shot. Yeah,
it was a good pop. Like,
boop. Just the right angle. Yeah.
Land on your wheels.
Yeah.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Every kickoff, well, except for one. But you're getting a lot of kickoffs here. So this is okay here. Ooh, nice. That's a nice hit. These guys are sleeping. Great top corner. Great shots. Honestly. There's not much to say about the shots you guys make. It's just two of them, I don't know what the guys were doing. They were sleeping, but what I would say is about this kickoff here is I don't mind you staying back, because at lower ranks, people will just whiff the kickoffs. So until you get to like mid diamond, higher diamond, where you could start going for boost instead of waiting back here.
Great.
But I would say if you're going to commit, you got to kind of wait for your teammate to do their thing. Because here, this guy's pushing up. So he's going to beat you to the ball no matter what. So you gotta hope your teammate can disrupt and get the ball to roll to you or bounce to you, make an easy shot for you, pretty much. So this little push up here, if he didn't block that, it goes over you. So you're not, if you were back a little bit, you'd be able to launch that. If you instead of pushing up, you've been able to crank that, and maybe become something. But luckily, it didn't result in anything. But they could have applied pressure on that if they didn't stink. um, we're okay here. Nice hit. A nice air roll. I don't know. I don't know why, but that was nice.
It's nice when the arrows work out.
This right here, I'm okay with this boost grab there. Now I won't. I don't know if you're aware why this is good, but because that guy jumped for that ball, and this guy's back here.
Right.
If those guys weren't there, you'd have to run back. If that guy didn't go for the ball, but this, I'm okay. Like that's fine. That's not fine. It's just like this is the awareness thing. It's like, okay, he's going this way, I'm going this way. What's gonna happen here? I don't mind you going for this ball, but like just break a second, a split second, and you won't hit him. But it's pretty funny. You just lost him, and who knows? He's probably flopping behind you. So,
Yeah.
that's a nice 50-50. I like this. Keep the pressure on. Little air control, you'd be able to hit that. Not a problem though. It's not the easiest thing. Oh, it's another one of these corner hits. Better hit, but this is another one that's going to be in the pack. And I didn't actually realize this was a problem with people, but now that I watched this, I totally missed this when my friends were doing it, when I was giving them these film study reviews. Is that you want to aim for this spot and get it across. This, comes in a little too hot, or you want to roll it up the wall.
Yeah.
And
There is a magic spot there, yeah.
yes.
In the middle of that curve, you can hit it and it'll go into that.
Yeah, it'll go in the net. You could actually score that. Yes.
Yeah. You can get that every time. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm okay with that jump there. Blocks him. And this is your buddy doing the thing that you shouldn't do, which is rotate behind the ball. This is exactly the thing. Bang. Where am I going to put this? My name's Tommy B. Weston 2012. This guy, what team is he on? I don't know what team you're on, but then this shot right here, though, if he wasn't there, this is that corner shot again. This is the third opportunity for a corner shot to get this over, and no one's home. So if he wasn't here, I think it still results in a goal, but if he wasn't there, you'd be able to launch that up, and your teammate would have been able to clean that up easy. But obviously, these guys do something not so good. He's going in reverse. Look at that. Oh, that's the quarter bounce. And then he screws it up. Nice shot, though.
That's a good finish.
That's a good finish. Everything else on this, I don't think there's anything else. But you do have a nice a no flip kickoff again, which. So that was not too bad. Honestly, I thought you were plat 3 originally.
Oh, okay. Appreciate that. Yeah,
so
the no flip kickoff came from Mertzi because when he was saying, because I was doing the flips and I couldn't do it, and so he was just like, don't, instead of winning a kickoff, just don't lose a kickoff.
That's true. It's not bad.
But yeah, I should go back to it. Because that was like in gold that I was doing this.
Yeah, and there's nothing that not losing a kickoff is definitely more important. And if you can send me or in the lounge, send me a link to that video that I don't know if you've seen that video, because I'm unaware of it, but I'm very curious.
Yeah, I'll go through his videos again and show you, because he does mostly 1v1s, which is a much slower pace.
Yes.
Than 2v2s or 3s.
Yeah, but the thing about 2v2s is it's like 2 1v1s. That's the way you should be thinking about it. And if you see like the highest level players, that's how they kind of treat it. They do a little passing like when there's an opportunity, but like I said, 1v1s, it's closer to 1v1s than it is to 3v3s. 3v3s is like its own beast.
Right.
So here we go. We're gonna get this training pack out for you. I actually have to upload it. Let's go to that Octane real quick. So this is how much work I've been putting into today. I made you this nice.
For
here we go.
$10, this is amazing.
Not uploaded. Upload this. Um, 6 shots, and these should look familiar.
Yeah.
So this is that first one, this lovely first one that, and I want to show you that so I don't really like, I don't like goalie training packs, like the goalie versions. I like when you clear this and you make an offensive move out of it. So
Yes, that is fun. Yeah.
So you want to go for this double jump here. And even with defense, you just don't want it in front of the net. Like, you want a no threat. You could wait as long as you want, but you just want to hit it above the crossbar. Make sure this is above the crossbar when you hit it. And ideally, you want to hit it into this corner when you're doing these. And then, come out here, do your little air dribble and get it in, or whatever,
Exactly how I would do it. Yes.
But yeah, you want to, especially in 2v2s, you want to practice clearing this out and going up with it, because a lot of the time, in 2v2s, if you get a nice setup from defense, you could just put it in their net if you're fast enough about it. So that's going to be one little theme on the defensive ones, is that you should finish them off and get them into the net as extra practice. But that's just a simple double jump one. You got to be double jumping. Fast airling around that guy Cameron, who's in the stream a lot. He apparently is grand champion, and he never fast aerials. I don't know how that makes any sense. I think you should start fast aeriling in Diamond, personally. But that's that. So you can do everything here without double jumping, allegedly. I don't know how that works, but so this one,
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, I can do both, but yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
And something I forgot to go over is a lot of the challenges you would go like this, and do the late dodge, and the ball would go up over you instead of going, jumping up and getting on top of it. So that's something you should consider as well. Is you want to even for shots that don't need a double jump to hit them, you want to approach, just to get a better 50-50 where the ball will go down or stop, and just not go into your side. Is you want to start utilizing that double jump to get over the opponent.
Okay.
And speaking of double jump, this is that double jump one.
Great. Yeah.
Oh, I just already screwed it up. Wait, what's going on with my? Oh, okay. So this is just that. And
So you don't wait. Yeah.
yeah, you wait for it to go under.
Yeah.
Just pop it up.
Yeah.
And the recovery. I'm gonna be big on this recovery. Is that you want to land here? Slide there. And bring it out. Just follow it up out there, because like I said, in here, this is tough. You can do it where you can pop this up. Oh, I'm already screwing it up. You can pop this up if you... Jesus, I'm screwing this up. And push it to the side. You can do that, which would be ideal, but it's easier if you do a speed flip and then go something like that. But I'm not expecting you to, really do that. So you want to pop this up, land here, and then just guide this in. That's... Oh, Jesus.
There you go.
So that's that one. Now these corner ones, my favorite. Honestly, I realized how bad I am at these from watching, from trying to do this. This is that first one that bops out, and you and you just launched it. So what happened here is you went like this, and you just booked it like that.
Right.
But here, I don't actually think this one could go in the net. I tried a lot. So what I would suggest is going here and just rolling it up the wall, and then just applying pressure. Just something like this, maybe bring it out. But in this, because your teammate was actually here when this whole thing was happening, he was here. You kind of want to just be supportive there. Give him time to walk back here. That's kind of the motive. Or what you could do is, if you really want to get fancy, you could do one of these. Jump off the wall. Oh, shit.
Yes, fancy.
Fancy. Wow, that's too...
free-
Well, pretty much. It's actually not that hard, this move. You just jump off the wall and do a dodge towards the wall. That's all this move is. So, if you jump on the other side of the ball and just dodge in, you can hit the ball. Obviously, timing, it's not that easy, but it's easier than you'd expect. It's not like it's way more. It looks more impressive than how much time it takes to learn it. But really, this one, yeah, you want to get this in. Even like this, just follow it up and push it in, because who knows? Those guys, when I was watching those guys, and they were whiffing everything. So even if you could just practice going here, like this is something that you wouldn't normally practice, but just get in front of the net and then just guide it in. Obviously, I stink.
You would have gone, yeah.
Oh, and then this guy. This one I don't really expect. This is a hard shot. This is the hard one that bounces off the back wall. But it's just something. This is that just to get used to. So if you jump here, you could definitely get here before and bounce it off that wall. That's a single jump. If you double jump, you can get up there way faster, and you can wait later. But you always want to push this towards the corner.
How are you getting your? I just ask. How are you getting your double jumps to be that fast?
So, if you watch,
Are you double arrowing? Oh yeah, your little.
So what I do is I hold down on the left stick. So then right when I jump, I go back. So I go like this. Anytime like if I'm going for this is a fast aerial. I'm pressing back on the left, down on the left stick as I jump, so it gets me starting to face up as soon as possible instead of, and then jumping then lifting.
That's what my double jumps look like. It's like.
Yeah, and so with the double jump, you need to do it before you start falling to really get the use out of it. Because if you do it when you're falling, it'll just stop you from falling. It'll just stop you a little bit. Yeah. So pretty much just a rule of thumb here to practice: 45, then jump again, and that's how I would do it. That would be considered a fast aerial. So, and in this one, you want to be pretty much boosting the whole time you're jumping. And with this one, when you're practicing this, I find it easier when you're aerialing to rotate your car so it's facing like this. So it's like kind of normal looking. So that forward's forward, left is left. Not like if I was this, left is right, right is left, or whatever. Even this, back is left, right is to the forward is to the right, and stuff like that. So this is a little trick I use to help me hit those weird angle shots on the shadow defense. Give it a shot. Let me know how it goes. This one's tough. But like I said, foul it up.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. That's sick.
And honestly, if you could do all these, you'll get to diamond in a day. Because these ones are actually they're tougher than you think, especially these corner ones. These ones are so weird, but they're so useful. This is that one. This one's gonna be more like, hey, I'm gonna follow it up. So what you want to do is you want to aim for this corner here, and then follow it up into the net. So if in a perfect world you get it something like this. Something like this. This is like, okay, that's a beautiful shot right there. You hit those night and day. Instead of, I think on this one, you just went like this, really, really powerful, and it popped and hit the ceiling or something. But if you just give it a little, you don't even have to jump off the ground. Pop this, in. Or even if you just pop it in and just wait for them to go. Oh, okay, they stink. They're going to miss eventually because we've seen them miss a million times.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, so that's pretty much that one. You could also do, the other way, which is if you're wasting time, you bring it up the wall, just go over, disrupt them, maybe go for a bump. This is another move. You can do this, and then just go try to bump them. That's another move. You can't really practice that, but it's just an idea that when you're in the game, in that situation, uh, that's a thing you could do.
yeah. I like that. That looks sick.
And yeah, I think I got another one over here because this was that last one where he was blocking. He was blocking right here. This one you could score. I think the other ones you can't score, but this one you could definitely score.
It goes good in, yeah.
But either way, these you'll get practice on both sides to do this. I really like those shots. I think I'm gonna make a pack just dedicated to those corner hits, because they're very interesting to me. Because I actually hit these in a lot more than I think. Your goal is to try and hit this one in on a fly.
Yeah.
Get in there. Or not a fly, but some in without hitting it again.
The ricochet, yeah.
So that's pretty much it. That's your pack.
That's awesome.
Um,
Yeah. Sick.
and then what we could do is, if you wanted to do another session, you would maybe I don't know. Can you record yourself doing the training pack, or we could watch you doing the training pack, see how you do. Tell me what problems you're having with if you wanted to do this again. That is.
Yeah, for sure, man. I can't believe that was an hour already.
I mean, pretty close.
Yeah, for sure.
um,
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll follow up. I'll practice it, and then I'll, if I get it, when I get a good one, because it just records your last playtime.
Right,
You
right,
just
right.
trim your minutes to where you were at, and then you could upload that. So I can easily upload, me doing the training pack for sure onto the Discord or whatever.
Yeah, and then we could go over that. Another one. We could do another. If you feel an improvement, you feel like you went up. Then we can do another replay if you want. Now that you got the base down, we could definitely focus. If you want to focus on a certain mechanic or something like that, I can give you steps to go that route.
Yeah, I think for sure. There's lots of mechanics that I'd like to figure out. Like better.
You want those air dribbles? I know you want those air dribbles.
I want the air dribbles. I want the air dribbles. I want the
Ceiling shot.
reset. Yeah.
Honestly, your air roll means you're close. You're close. You definitely gotta. I would suggest getting yourself up to like at least Diamond 2 before you consider doing air dribbles. Because because a lot of what I noticed, my friend, he's never practiced air dribbles. He just got to like champion, and then all of a sudden, just because of hitting the balls so many different ways, he was just able to learn it faster instead of like if you started now, it would be an uphill battle. But if you start with the base of having control and stuff like that. But you could always, if you enjoy going for them, do those Walter air dribbles. You could even throw a couple in that video if you want me to take a look, and I could tell you like what the next steps would be. Like I could teach you the approach and stuff like that. But most of your problem's going to be probably is your car control in the air.
Car control in the air, I think, is where I'd like to go. Yeah, because just with the arrow, I can get it, but I can't always recover. Like, I just end up going down. I just boost down for some reason.
Right.
So I'm not turning the right way to keep the nose up.
Right.
When
So
you're doing the little flipperoonies. Yeah.
Right. Don't even worry about the spinneroonies. That I actually just only recently started, like within the last like 6 months, doing the spinneroonies on spinneroonies on the air dribble. So like with the air dribble, I would suggest doing it like this. Just go this normal. That's how I would say start. Don't worry about the air dribble. And before you adding the spinneroonies, so this is the steps I would say if you were going to learn air dribble. And you're going to want to learn from the wall, I think, first. Or from a bounce dribble. Those are the two ways that I would suggest. Maybe from the ground might be easier. You know what? I think I learned from the ground first. I think they are easier, but I'm just so used to practicing this. But before you do the spinneroonies off the wall, I would suggest doing it like this and then not air rolling. So like you would want to do an air dribble in each direction first. So you do an air dribble from the side, then you do it from, okay, let's try this angle, like sideways air dribble. I'm screwing it up because I haven't practiced this in a while. Like, okay, now I'm air dribbling from this side. And then you'd want to air dribble upside down. And then you want to add in the spinneroonies. That's the last step because the spin. So before you worry about, it does make it look cool. But honestly, if you air dribble upside down, that looks. If you ever see a guy air dribble upside down, it looks really nice. Personally, sideways not so much. But definitely focus. Don't worry about the spinneroonies yet. Do not even. They're not even. They shouldn't even be on your radar.
Okay.
But the recoveries you have are very nice. I would say that. And obviously, I talk so much about that Kevpert car control hack. That you want to do the sideways. Do you know that you're familiar with that one, right? I mean, you talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one. This is the best. I mean, I can't speak highly enough of Kevpert. Just before the spinneroonies, this will help you so much with your car control. Jump early, adjust in air, and you want to do it sideways, upside down. Really, upside down is going to be your bread and butter. So you want to do a nice little flip like this, and just practice floating in the air. Oh, another thing. Two other things I wanted to go over. I forgot about training. I was talking about. Oh yeah, before we finish up. So there's two things that you should do. So every time you restart, it's a new kickoff. And the kickoff, just do a forward flip. And just practice doing that. Restart. And so with these side ones and this one, you want to do the flip pretty much when you hit the boost, maybe a little bit before. That. Get the second jump. This one, you don't have to go for that boost there. Just practice doing this, and then eventually, what? Oh, sorry. And then eventually you want to go for something like this, which is a diagonal flip. But first, just add a front flip in. And then you could just practice. Just do this for 5 minutes before you play. Just hop in a free play. You don't have to add it in the game yet, but just do this a little bit. The other thing, I noticed I didn't bring it up, but I noticed a little bit of your power slide. Your turning was a little weak. I noticed you doing a lot of this instead of a little power slide turn like that. So this little drill you can do is just you take these two boost pads right here. There's somewhere the two next to the top one on the top of the crease is you want to just do a little figure eight. Like this, and try to get around as fast as you can. Just do a little power slide. At first, you're probably gonna do a lot of these, which is no good. You just want to tap it a little bit, come around, dodge, tap, go around. Just do that for like 2 minutes. You don't have to go crazy. If you do it a little bit every time you play, like 5 minutes before you play, do 2 minutes of the kickoff flips and then 2 minutes of this. Eventually it'll build up over time, and you'll be out there power sliding like a champion instead of those weird ones where I noticed a lot of people, they go like this in the net and they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I did it. It looked cool. Must be right.
Yeah. But those are two things that I think you'd get a lot of value. I mean, let me know how that works, because I've just started doing this myself, and I've noticed a big increase in my game speed just by practicing getting real tight around this. So let me know how it works for you if you see any improvement.
Yeah, sure.
But that's pretty much all I got.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I appreciate your time, Chris. We do.
Hey, well, I appreciate you being the first customer.
Hi. Yeah, no problem. I think
Um,
your channel is very cool, man. Like honestly, like, no, you have the mentality for coaching.
what
As
was
someone
that?
who's in like, they say you have the perfect mentality for coaching.
Oh yeah, I mean, thanks.
So,
That is kind words. So I'm gonna go out and go drinking.
yeah, man.
So
Yeah, go enjoy your Saturday night.
you enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a good one, man. I
Yeah,
hope this was
for sure.
helpful.
Yeah. Oh, it was awesome. Thanks so much.
All right, have a good one.
All right, you too. Cheers.
Cheers.